I wanted to write you a song, a beautiful lyrical song, rich with imagery and layered depth and rhythm, palatable rhythm, a musical sojourn with my trusty companion, Andras, the seaside puppy dog, to the eastern coast of the United States of America. As I drove into new territory, my eyes recorded for you images and experiences for me to later relate. The gangly boy who stuck his head out from a cluster of camouflaged hunters to peer at me while he pushed his owl-shaped glasses back up the bridge of his nose. Lessons on becoming a man. The weakened, winter-battered stop sign quivering in the wind, or, in my desperation to find just the right clump of off-road foliage to squat behind, how I empathize with those bowing trees still kissing the ground, though their winter burdens had long since melted. I wanted to share with you some of the signs and bumper stickers I saw, like, "Get hooked on fishing, not drugs." "It takes 50 years for a tin can to decompose, 1,000 years for a glass bottle. Dog is my co-pilot." I would have described for you the dichotomy of visiting my sister friend, who I have shared many secrets with. Family, womanhood, illness, dreams, spirituality, careers. Yet I've only been in person with her once before. She's my online sister, Dee. The countless deer I saw in fields and down logging roads, deers in 2s and 3s, and later in 20s and 30s. I didn't even bother to photograph these images, just kept them as private moments between myself, the deer, you, and this good earth we inhabit. There was the crew that I met, all connected with Pete Seeger and the peace movement, filmmakers, concert producers, older hippie visionaries with skinny braids, coming to create a global world peace concert with its heart originating in Woodstock. The medium? Streaming cell phones, because even in Africa, where there are no landlines, there are cell phones. I think I was nominated as the Canadian constituent, I'm not sure. Road weariness had kicked in and I was desperately trying not to nod off. There was the house I stayed in, which immediately overwhelmed me as I walked in. Everywhere there were things, hats on lampshades, literature in baskets on couches falling off desks, paintings, sculptures, feathers, fabric, weavings, dried flowers, portraits, photographs, glassware, plants, figurines, books, books, books. My eyes couldn't take it in for you. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. Instead, I pulled out my camera and broke the contents down into a multitude of still life compositions. I can describe those for you if you would like sometime when we have an afternoon. I could sing to you about the young woman who gave me a piece of her pottery and played my darbuka instantly in a Ken Shorley kind of way. I would have boasted about Andras, the seaside puppy dog, and what an amazing and well-behaved house guest he was, and how I was captivated by his enthusiasm with each new stream, field, roadway, city park, person, animal, and how he just wanted to be friends with the pit bull that attacked him. It was good fortune that the owner was quick at pulling her dog off and his jaw hadn't latched on. It was also good fortune that when I finally found a motel that evening, there was a vet open till 8 p.m. who stitched up my dog and commented that it was good Andras did not fight back. The outcome would have been different. It wasn't until I got back to my motel with the front desk dude gone for the night, winter hours, that I discovered I had no heat. The woman on the front desk at 7 a.m. assured me that I would have heat soon. The furnace guy was there. 1 hour later, I called her again. She said, "Well, I have heat." I assured her I was very happy for her, but I still didn't have heat. I left the hotel with a vastly reduced bill. The room still needed to be cleaned after all. I would have struggled to explain to you my next visit with my yet other sister, this one by adoption, me being the adopted one. It's been years. This is the first time in her home. We have good intentions but are hesitant. I wander through her house and reacquaint myself with rugs, chairs, tables, paintings, dishware that once resided in a shared childhood home. Each heirloom conjured up pain, but I would rather feel the pain than not. We talk and visit in a delicate, well-intentioned, love-based way, all the while grieving the years that are gone and the sisterhood that is forever altered. I think it was something in the next hotel that started the allergic reaction. Swelled eyes, itchy from head to toe. The trip had become an endurance test and I wanted it to be over. I wanted to write you a song. I thought the song might be about bridges, circular bridges, flat bridges, covered bridges, and even purple bridges. One final stop. My spirit brother, Robert, my sweat lodge keeper. We have spent many a year praying in a sacred way together. Our visit was gentle, reminiscent, and mystical, always mystical. I loaded 5 of his beautiful Mi'kmaq hand drums into my vehicle to bring across the border. The Border Patrol looked at my receipt for the drums, handed it back to me, and told me to have a nice day. Drums, drums, rhythmical, palatable drums. 3,987.2 kilometers later, I'm back in Canada at Night Kitchen. My itching is almost gone. Andras, the seaside puppy dog, took his last antibiotic this morning and the wounds are healing nicely. I must write a song for Night Kitchen, I said to myself many times. I was tired, very, very tired, and I ran out of time. So just this morning, I wrote this story for you instead. Thank you for accompanying myself and Andras on our journey to the eastern coast of the United States of America.